Hey, Gregory Fry here. Important video today. What is narrative due diligence? We use it with all of our clients at the PlotPoint Rebellion, our strategic advisory clients. We use it in everything we do. We talk about it all of the time, but what is narrative due diligence exactly? Look, I'm going to brace you. This is some heady stuff. But let's take it one step at a time. First, the most basic definition. Narrative due diligence is an investigative storytelling technique that is applicable in any area of business or life. So you can use this for strategic thinking, strategic decision making, brainstorming, problem solving, problem finding, self-reflection, personal or professional growth and development, conflict resolution, persuasion, relationship building, you name it, anything you want, narrative due diligence. But what is it exactly? In order to really understand what narrative due diligence is and how it works, we really have to come to the intersection of storytelling and strategy. Yes, you need a functional awareness of how storytelling works and how strategy works in order to make effective use of narrative due diligence. Having said all that, most people don't know how storytelling actually works. Most people don't know how strategy actually works. So let's quickly cover these two things. First, strategy. Strategy is not about best practices. It's not about keeping your options open. It's not about being in reactive mode all the time. It's not sticking to strategic choices that were made in the past just because they were choices that were made. Okay, there's so many different ineffective ways of thinking about strategy. But in essence, strategy is an integrated set of choices that sustainably position a business to generate value creation and competitive advantage. It's an integrated set of choices. It starts with one, what does winning look like? Two, what are our where to play choices? Three, what are our how to win choices? Four, what sort of capabilities do we need to develop to act on these choices? And five, what management systems do we need to get to keep this thing moving? A very high level view of what strategy is and how those different choices, strategic choices work and work together. But you can see there's a lot of different moving parts there, and you can use this cascade of strategic choices across any function or level of the business. So you might have your 5 choices at the corporate level, your 5 questions and choices, and there'll be more than 5 choices in there. Like your how to win choices, always more than just one choice. And you've got your set of choices at the division level, or for the product level, or for the team level, and so you end up with these nesting cascades of choices that fit with one another, where they all have to have some thread that keeps everything integrated and working off of each other, so that no effort or action is wasted. It's so many moving pieces. There's so many different choices that need to be made. It's really like you're playing 4D chess when you work on business strategy. And narrative due diligence uses storytelling to enhance this process of strategic thinking and decision making. It uses storytelling in business in ways that I don't think have ever been used before. First of all, you're constantly asking who, what, when, where, why, and how. What's the story here? How can we impact that story? How can we refine, revise, and tweak this situation into a strategic masterpiece that plays into our broader narrative here of what we're aiming to accomplish, how we're playing to win. Okay. And also, with narrative due diligence and with the storytelling mindset, this is also important for strategy. You're consistently making assertive inquiries. You're listening. You're connecting dots at any function or level of the business. Narrative due diligence combines big picture thinking with creative curiosity and attention to detail. But there's also a flip side where you can use narrative due diligence to assess the storytelling and enhance your internal or external communications, clarifying complex ideas and inspiring desired actions. In essence, narrative due diligence is about constantly exploring your handle on how all the facts are adding up. You're playing detective. You're asking questions. You're listening. You're gaining clarity. You're assembling the plot points. You're questioning the flow of logic, and always opening yourself up to the strategic plot twists that you would otherwise miss if you weren't looking at this as a storyteller. So, narrative due diligence, storytelling, and strategy. Look, we'll get into all of this in much greater depth in future content. If you like this video, please give it a like, leave a comment. Any questions or thoughts are most welcome. And obviously, feel free to share. And the big call to action here, if you're a business in need of a strategic shakeup or a strategic audit, come visit us at Gregory Fry's PlotPoint Rebellion, where you can sign up for the Strategic Insights Power Hour, and we can start workshopping your strategic choices immediately.